A week on from Manchester City's eventful 1-0 defeat at Liverpool, the game continued to dominate the agenda in Pep Guardiola's news conference this afternoon. For more on this, let's cross live to our reporter, Ben Ransom, who was there for us. Ben, it was one of those, when you start watching these conferences from where I am in the studio, you sort of wonder how long will Pep Guardiola's answers be. They weren't long in the early part of this news conference. What did he have to say on the rivalry with Liverpool?
Yeah, he was quite to the point today. I think, obviously, Pep's an intelligent guy. He knew that he's aware of the conversations and the narratives that have been happening in the media this week after the fallout from that game at Anfield, not least because there's a police investigation into damage being done to the team bus. City say that happened when they were leaving Anfield on Sunday. Also, there's investigations into the coins that were allegedly thrown in the direction of the Manchester City manager during the game, and also into offensive graffiti that was left in the away end, referencing both the Hillsborough and the Highsalt Stadium disasters. So plenty for Merseyside Police to pick through. As far as Pep Guardiola is concerned, you can imagine and understand why he now wants to move on in a footballing sense to look ahead to the Brighton game tomorrow, because it's potentially pivotal, as all the games are in their pursuit of the Premier League title. But certainly, as it was the first time that we'd spoken to the Manchester City manager since the Merseyside Police launched a number of those investigations, you can understand why there were questions on those incidents, on some offensive chanting that was heard as well. The club have apologised privately, albeit not publicly, to the Hillsborough Families Support Association as well on what the Manchester City fans were singing. But Pep Guardiola said he wasn't aware specifically of the chants, and he denied that the rivalry with Liverpool has turned toxic.
I didn't hear the chant. If it's happened, I'm so sorry. It not represent what we are as a team, as a club, if this happened. So, but don't worry, we can behave perfectly our mistakes without a problem.
I just wonder, from your point of view, this rivalry with Liverpool, has it gone too far? Has it become toxic between the clubs?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. For our side, I'm pretty sure of that.
Yeah, there you are. Ben, Manchester City, the only Premier League side not to play this midweek round. They were due to play Arsenal. Arsenal, of course, had the rescheduled game against PSV Eindhoven, so a bit of a kind of midweek off, I suppose, for Pep Guardiola's side. Is that going to be an advantage for them against Brighton tomorrow?
Yes, I mean, Pep Guardiola quite enjoyed a question on that, because if you think about it, they have played midweek pretty much every week for the last few seasons, because they always get so far in all the competitions, because they always play in the Champions League. We've seen Pep have to rotate his squad through really busy fixture pile-ups in the past. So I suppose there was a certain irony in the question being asked of Manchester City, who've had a week here at the City Football Academy to be able to train and prepare for Brighton, when every single one of the other Premier League teams was playing a match in one shape or another. So, yes, they have had more time to prepare, but as far as Guardiola's concerned, it doesn't give them any extra advantage. He's simply facing something that all the other teams get to have enjoyed over the last few seasons, shall we say.
Well, one advantage in 7 years, so it's not a problem.
But in terms of your squad, you've had a full week.
Listen, this will not be different. We were used to play until the last stages in all competitions, the like 6 years. It didn't have always we play with all the teams that don't play in Europe always have an advantage for the teams who play in Europe. So if you take this point, we could not win the games because they were better. They were rest. This is not important. Important is be ready mentally, rest a lot to prepare the game. So normally we play the games like the other one have more time to rest. And we complain? Never. So it's what it is. The game we're going to play the Arsenal, the other team is going to rest. And we're going to play the game.
Well, as far as injuries are concerned, City could have one body back fit this weekend. It sounds like John Stones could well be available, because he's been back in training over the last couple of days.